Woo! Can you feel it? New brain, new life. Welcome, Thursday. Been a while since I've been on here. I wanted to put a little video out after I kind of read a book. I like to kind of discuss the book and throw out a little bit of knowledge. For one, it helps me kind of retain that knowledge, and it helps if anybody's in a situation where it might be a little bit better. As you can see from my shirt, it says Maverick is the kind of theme of my life, and I should be yours. A maverick is that person that's just kind of that loose cannon that just, you never know what they're gonna do, right? And I want you to be a maverick to your own self-development, your own brain, is be a maverick. Don't be the norm, okay? It isn't about what everybody else is doing. That you have to understand that happiness starts inside, and you have to become this, you have to build this maverick mentality of just growth and learning, and just don't worry about what anybody else thinks. Worry about what's best for you and for yourself and your family or your career. It's about you. So be a maverick. Don't be normal. Be that person that nobody knows what you're gonna do, okay? So anyway, I just got done reading a book by Carol Dweck, and it is called Mindset. I will put that copy down in the notes after this video. I strongly recommend that you watch it, and I strongly recommend that you check the book out, whether you do an audiobook or a regular book, but it's a very powerful book. A lot of my books I'm getting off an impact theory. They have a kind of a top 10 book list in order that you should be reading, and I'm just kind of taking that moment down the line and kind of reading those books as they go along, and it's been really, really powerful. They go from mindset, starting at the mindset and working your way down into leadership and just personal development. So it's really good stuff. I'll put that on the link as well. So what I want to talk about today is Carol Dweck's book, Mindset. There's two, basically she's a very, very just amazing lady that's she teaches psychology at the University of Stanford. She wrote this book and defined it. She's very well known. I'm sure you've heard of her in one shape, form, or fashion. If you haven't, check it out. But she defines, you have two types of mindsets in your brain. Okay, you have either a fixed mindset or you have a growth mindset. So a fixed mindset are people that believe wholeheartedly that their personal traits, personalities, talents, abilities are all fixed. They can't be changed. Just whenever you hear somebody or yourself say, I am not, or I'm not, I'm just that type of person, or I don't do that, or I just am not built that way, or I would love to do that, but I'm just not that person. And I'm sure everybody's nodding their head saying, I've said that before. I'm just not good at remembering names. I'm not good in social situations. I'm just not good with politics. I'm not good with that. And whenever you say that, you're just stuck in this box that you believe that that's just the way it is. You believe that people that have talents, they're just born with them, and that's why they're successful, and that's why you can't be that successful, is because you just were born with your own God-given abilities, and that's just what it is. So that's just how it is, and that's what you do, and you stay away from challenges because you're afraid to make failures, which will make people judge you, and you live this safe road of fixed mindset where you don't really challenge yourself because you're good at this. This is what you're right here is even, safe. You're just cruising down the road of life, feeling good, but wishing you could be a little bit better, but hey, it's safe. I don't need to go anywhere else. This is just who I am. I accepted it. I'm not, but then again, you're not happy about it, okay? Growth mindset. Growth mindset is an individual where you're in a mindset of just learning and absorption, and nothing's good enough. Not saying that you're not grateful for everything you have, but you want to be better constantly, and you're constantly learning and growing and putting yourself in situations and failing and looking at it not as a failure. You're looking at it as like, cool, I learned a lesson from that. Next time I won't do that, and I'll get better and better and better. And we're always looking for ways to read and have personal life experiences that put us in that growth mindset where we're putting ourselves out of our comfort zone and understanding that we're just powering through those adversity and those obstacles, knowing that we're going to be better and better, and understanding that little micro changes is growing us every day, and we're making better personalities, and we're firing new neural connections, and we're actually recreating our neuroplasticity in our brain. Okay, if you don't know, when you learn something and you continuously learn something and you fight through that ability to fail, you're creating new neural connections, and it's actually making you smarter. Okay, so this video is about, if you're stuck in a fixed mindset, you're stuck in your career, and another fixed mindset with relationships is people believe that if a relationship takes hard work, it's not meant to be. And that's a fixed mindset. Like if They usually are people that want to be put up in a pedestal by their partner and be praised and loved and have no any type of criticism, or they can't take feedback. They don't take constructive criticism very well, and they take that as a personal attack on them and lash back out at people. And it ends and it's toxic in a lot of ways if you're becoming a fixed mindset. So I wanted to talk about 11 things that you could do to start developing a growth mindset. And number one is, view challenges as opportunities. Look for new challenges. Look for new things that you haven't done that you want to kind of put yourself out there and fight through, or you've never done this, so I want to try it. And look for new opportunities to challenge yourself. That's going to put you in a situation that you are going to be able to create new opportunities for yourselves and new experiences that you might have not done before, that you're just still in your box and on your safe level. Step out of the safety zone, okay? Prioritizing learning over approval, okay? What I mean by that is, do not worry about anybody else. I've said it many times in the videos, and if you're worried about what you're doing and what you're saying and how other people will react to that, you have to prioritize your learning and your ability to wanting to learn something new and gain new knowledge over anybody else or whatever's popular or whatever other people's opinions say. Is be a maverick. Remember that? Okay? Be a maverick to yourself. Prioritize learning over approval of anybody else. Stop worrying about what other people think. Okay? The only thing that matters is what you think inside. Okay? Because then nobody else controls what happens to you but yourself, and that's power, okay? So number 3 is focus on the process instead of the end result, okay? So many people wrapped up in, I want to work out, I want to lose a bunch of weight, I want to lose 100 pounds, I want to learn to do this, and you look at the end result, and then your brain automatically goes into the mode of why this isn't going to take place, why it's so much hard work, what am I doing? This is going to be a lot. I can't do that. You want to work on the focus on the process, the little baby steps, the micro changes that I keep talking about to get to that end result. Don't worry about the end result. Worry about what's going on with the baby steps and focus on the day-to-day, taking it one bite at a time. It's like that expression where it says, you can't eat an elephant one bite at a time, or you can't eat an elephant, in one sitting. You have to eat it one bite at a time. Same thing goes with your goals, dreams, visions, whatever it is, okay? Cultivate a sense of purpose. Keep your end goals in mind is you're working on part of, why are you doing this? Is it because you want to do it, or is it because somebody else wants to do it, or you want to be in the group and you feel like that's what everybody's doing, so you should do that? What's your purpose? Why are you wanting to do that? You have to set a clear intention of why it's important to you. Why is this, at the end result, is this really what you want? Because if you have it all starts with intention. And if you don't have a clear intention, you're not going to be able to achieve your goals and your dreams and your visions and different changes, because you don't really have a purpose of why you're doing it. It just becomes now this thing where you've talked about it to other people, and this is what you think everybody does now, and you just want to be kind of in the group. You don't want to be that maverick. And that's playing it safe, and that's that fixed mindset that doesn't keep you growing, okay? What I want to talk about is making mistakes is not failure, okay? When you're making mistakes, it means you're growing. And the best quote I've heard from John Wooden was, it only becomes failure when you start blaming others and making excuses. And until then, you're learning, okay? So making mistakes is a part of the process. You should want to. Asking for help is a sign of strength was one thing I talked to all my people about as I was managing them over the years, and all my leaders, okay? If you raise your hand and ask for help, you are an asset. If you don't, you're going to screw something up because of your ego, and you will become a liability. So make a mistake, ask questions. Understand that when you fail, it's not you failing. It's you growing. Isn't that better? Like, oh man, I really failed. I screwed that up. No, you didn't. You got better. You learned from that lesson. Now you can make an action step that overcomes that the next time. And now you're a better person, and you're better, and you're smarter, and you're faster, and you're stronger. You see how that works? Okay. You got to learn. And the number 6 is learn to receive constructive criticism. Okay. It's not people just coming down on you, taking it as a personal attack because they are telling you something about yourself. Be open to feedback. Okay. People are giving you criticism or constructive criticism. Okay. There's one thing about criticism, and there's constructive criticism, which is what somebody's trying to tell you that, hey, you should work on that, or hey, I noticed this about you, and if you did this. And the first and natural reaction to a lot of fixed mindset is you want to just attack back. Well, I can't believe you're saying that about me. Whatever. Okay, is be open and listen. Okay, you got 2 of these, 1 of these. Listen more. Take the feedback and then go, how can I grow from that? How can I take that message and go, you know what? I can see what they're saying there, even though maybe I don't understand it right now. That's their perception, and I can see if I can change and grow from that. Okay, cultivating grit. Grit is perseverance and passion to achieving long-term goals. Okay, I put a little post on New Brand New Life earlier in the week about grit and just learning to cultivate grit. Grit is that just when you got that intention and you got that just that passion and that perseverance, no matter what's going to get in your way, you're going to just barrel through it. Okay. So the next one is set a new goal for every milestone. So if you hit a milestone, set a new goal. Okay, keep raising that bar, keep pushing yourself. Don't just get to the finish line and then rest. Okay, once you get to where you're at, you kick it up a notch and you have another milestone. So you're working towards something constantly. You're constantly growing, looking for ways to do it. Okay, understanding your best resource in life for yourself. Okay, is your own resourcefulness. What does that mean, Dave? What does that mean? Is because there's no excuses. There's unlimited amount of resources for you to overcome obstacles and challenges in your life if you have the ability to understand that you have to be resourceful. There's Google, there's books, there's podcasts, videos, people around you that have more knowledge, that have experienced those type of things. Make sure that you're being resourceful. Don't give up. Just because you don't have it in front of you doesn't mean it's not there. Be resourceful. And the last thing is just remember, it takes time to succeed and learn. Okay, you're not going to learn everything overnight. It's constant repetitive. You don't get to the gym, you don't build a muscle by going to the gym once a week. Okay, you go and you develop slowly, and you're doing the weights and you're doing the things and you're developing that muscle, and the muscle's learning and the muscle's getting bigger and it's resting and then it's growing. It takes time, and the same thing happens with goals and learning and being successful. Okay, you're going to fail way more times than you're going to be successful. But if you look at it as I'm learning from this and I'm growing and I have a solid intention and a passion for what I want to do, you're going to be where you're at. So that's just a quick little down and dirty video, fixed mindset versus growth mindset, some opportunities for you to think about when you're looking at challenges and mindsets and why am I this way? I wish I could get to the next level. I feel like I'm hitting a plateau. Focus on a couple of different things like growth mindset. Growth mindset will carry you through, and that's really the route you really want to be living in, is that growth mindset. And that book, Mindset, talks about a lot of different examples of famous sports figures and political figures and business people comparatively to fixed, and then they go into examples of growth. And what are those examples? And I guarantee a lot of those are going to ring home to you personally. They know they did to me. So with that, I ran a little long, but don't forget to be a maverick to your personal development, be a maverick to your own brain, be maverick to people around you. And this is your world. You only get one life. Live it every day. Be present. Be present to where you're at. Stop worrying about tomorrow. Stop worrying what you got to do next. Remember, you're right here. This is the only real moment right now, and enjoy it. If you're not living life, you're just wasting it. Okay? So have a great Thursday. Have a kick-ass weekend. Have a great rest of the March. We'll see you in April. And as always, just pumped to be in this group and to constantly see all your feedback and all your cool posts and positive stuff that's going out there. It just pumps me up, and it just gives me just this grit for life. So thank you guys, and look forward to our journey. Have a good one.